Finally, the return of your favorite deathcore vegans! I expect nothing but the critique of the cadaver consumption, the mocking of the murderous meat eaters, scorn for the stock breeders, and
disdain for diluted dairy.
As always, I'll give you my vocal analysis throughout the video so that we can dig into those juicy vocal details together today. Let's check this out. Burn your local butcher. Will do right after this video. Probably not though. Okay, let's talk a bit about the beginning here. In the beginning you get a layered scream. The tone that he's getting for his main sound here is the upper tongue tunnel false chord. It's a technique where you shut your mouth really close and elevate the tongue so that you get a little filter effect. A little filter that kind of focuses the vocal tone more to the lows. It filters away some of the high end of your natural voice sound, and the closure of the mouth only adds to that effect. So it really sounds really muffled and low when I talk like this, for example, or for the layers, I think he's using false chord mids here just to add a little bit of sparkle and energy on top. The upper tongue tunnel really is the main tech in the beginning here. It's a deathcore classic ever since Whitechapel, I'd say. Phil Bozeman kind of pioneered this technique back in the day. What also adds to his tone in this particular performance here is the cupping of the mic. Let's listen a bit more. Okay, so this was a really steep jump in register. He went from the super low false chord lows to fry highs. It sounded super cool, super nasty. There is tons of gritty distortion on the highs, which I think is either due to a digital form of distortion or an overblown mic capsule. Either way, it's a really cool aesthetic to add in a part like this. It really sounds like the music is crashing your speakers as it runs through them. I really love it. I think it adds heaps of intensity to it. Let's continue. Okay, I really like the built-up character in this part. First of all, he went for a higher bass vocal tone in this part compared to the intro. In the first part, he was very low. It really sounded more on the deathcore and death metal side. And now he's adding hardcore attitude to his voice tone. That's kind of what's happening here. It's like really aggressive shouting into the scream, but with more attitude, as you would expect from a singer that is as hardcore influenced as he is. I really like when singers manage to combine different aesthetics from different genres. So here you have a mouth shape and tongue technique and distortion technique even that is more death metal and deathcore influenced, but with a voice technique that is lent from hardcore. Tyler Shelton of Traitors does this a lot too. Great stuff. Great stuff. And in the end, I really liked how he blended in the fry highs again, but this time less smashed. So without the heavy filtering, it blends better with the mids that are still happening in the middle of the stereo center, and then the highs come from the sides. It's an awesome climax for the build up there, for sure. Okay, let's take that little moment and talk a bit about fry pick squeals. The interesting thing about this pick squeal technique right here is that it kind of works in the same way that his lows do. The classic fry pick squeal is an upper tongue tunnel technique, which is the same tongue tunnel technique that he did throughout the whole song. Up until this point. He essentially just switches the distortion up into his soft palate to gain access to the fries, and then he enunciates an E, but with a very low bass voice tone, like this. It's pretty similar to the technique that he did before, but it's also a really nice little effect there, right? Okay, so what's going on here? He is going back to the upper tongue tunnel false chord low technique from the beginning, but the guitar player is swooping in and adds some whoa, 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 whoa! He is shouting cleanly over these deathcore vocals, which is a very hardcore thing to do as well. Again, with the genre blending. Awesome stuff, very tastefully done here. Okay, okay. It's that death rattle game. I've heard about this. I think it's pretty silly that a technique that's deriving from grindcore and so old is making waves in deathcore nowadays. So the death rattle technique that he's doing here is kind of an alveolar thrill with the R, but with distortion on top. So he's doing either or but with distortion, like or it's become kind of a trend, kind of a meme at this point, but I love that he's doing it. I do it in my music as well, so awesome, awesome stuff. And then he's hitting us with a squeal bomb right afterwards. So the difference between a pick squeal, like we discussed before, and the squeal bomb is the tongue shape and the vowel shape. For the pick squeal to sound more broad and not as narrow tonally, you kind of have to employ a lower tongue tunnel technique, like E, E, and force a lot of power through your fries, and then it will become this sort of squeal. It's not your everyday regular oi pick squeal, like oi, but it's more like an and it sounds like a bomb. That's why we call it squeal bomb. And I think that concludes the analysis. I had a lot of fun checking this song out today with you guys. As always, a great performance by To The Grave. I think To The Grave singer is really conscious about the way that he employs different stylistic techniques into his mix of tones. Good job. Good job. So you guys, this has been so much fun. Have a wonderful day. Leave a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.